No.
Here we go!
I have no idea.
Is this thing on?
Yes, that's right. We are here. We are very rambunctious today. We've got a group of rambunctious folk all up here.
Rambunctious is the word of the day.
Rambunctious
Indeed.
is the word of the day. Try using it as please, everyone.
And what's your name?
Me.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I keep
Your
forgetting that I have a
audio is
name.
jacked up, Steve.
Why?
Yeah.
It was.
It's like,
Breaking
is that
up.
just me?
Hello, can you hear me now?
We can hear
Yes,
you
we
perfectly.
can hear you.
Sorry, my name is Steve, and I am the moderator of these group of beautiful, beautiful, rambunctious people today here on UCR Live. Thank you for joining us this week. I've gone all like quiet storm on us. Listen to us. It's very, very NPR, very everyone's calm. How are we this week, kids? Who are we going to talk to first? Maybe we should talk to Dakota because she survived a savage pigeon attack.
Oh my gosh.
I want credit.
Yes, Jeffrey gets credit. He made me post it. I'm like, I tried to do this TikTok and I'm like, man, it just looked weird. It's just, I look stupid. He's like, you better post that. I'm like, okay. So I did.
Dakota, I can't cope with your TikTok. You know when you're doing like the sexy drop and all like different places, and then you're in the elevator at the end, and
Yeah.
it's closing, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Yes, that's like that was a complete like reaction because I was drunk as hell. It was my birthday weekend, and I'm like, am I gonna lose? Like my best friend was recording it. I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna lose my best friend? I don't know my way around.
I think the best
Freaked
part
out
of the
a little.
video for me was every time you went to do the sexy drop, you could actually see you check the scenery to make sure there's no one around. And then
Is anyone here? You don't want to get mid drop and be like, oh, someone's here. Oh god, help me. That's
Right.
not good. It's not
I mean, I
cute.
don't care. I don't know why I did that, but whatever.
Oh,
They
well,
wanted
do
to
it
see
for
me.
Do it for the TikTok. That's what you gotta do it
Of
for,
course,
you know.
always.
Gotta do it for them peoples. You did have a good try that again. Good birthday weekend.
I did. Yes, it was
Yeah?
very fun.
Did we get Tina turn up, or did we? What
Oh
happened?
yeah, we got
Yeah.
very turn up. Yeah.
Oh shit! I like it. I like it. I like
Tequila.
it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, people. Here we go. Finn the Human says, "Oh, people saw Dakota dropping it low all around Cleveland."
Yes.
It was like a Where's Wally moment, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, girl. Boom. All right,
So
Brooke's
embarrassing.
back. Hey, girl.
Hey, Brooke.
How are you?
Hi, guys. Did you miss me?
You're
Well,
frozen, but keep going.
Fuck you.
He working again, baby.
How are you? What's going
Yeah.
on with life?
I work.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, it's too much. Too much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I upgraded my husband 2 years ago. It was great. Fun.
Oh,
But
it's
no,
great fun.
just lots of work, guys. Lots of work.
Lots of work. Our other
Lots of work,
absentee is
that's
back this week. It wasn't the same without you, V. She's here.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, I would have rather been here than the ER.
Yeah.
No.
Everything's all good now. You're back to normie. Well, it wasn't you.
Oh,
but,
it
you know.
wasn't me. It was my cousin. He smashed his bike and he almost lost his leg. And,
Ugh.
you know, who's the one who can talk to the crazy cousin? Me.
Vera is an experienced counselor with all things crazy. She has been with UCR for a while, so she's used to the crazy people.
Yes, Jeff is the one
Right.
who taught me all I know.
Speaking of visible
welcome.
mental illness, how are you, Luke?
Oh, hey. Well, actually, it's good that you were the one who segued into me because I wanted to speak about disgusting mold, and that makes me think of you.
Oh,
My brother drops off this fridge this morning, just sitting in my garage when I pull up, because apparently my mum had bought it off him to put in like downstairs under my house. So I open it up, and because they've had it closed up and in storage, it's full of fucking
Oh, it
mold. I'm like,
You know, Luke,
So-
I have some great products that are non-chemical for your house that you can sign up for. And
Jeffrey,
shop
you
with
can
them.
just fuck right off right now.
I've made it to director status this week. I'm just saying.
Of course you did, bitch. When's that Mexican holiday coming up?
In September, thank you. I'm going.
I'm muted and trying to
Norwex?
segue.
Yeah.
Speaking
again.
of toxic mold, someone who sounds like they're full of it at the moment. Hi, Katie McCarthy.
With that lovely headset.
Fuck. I brought the headset. Well, actually, I can't even claim I did it for you, Chris. Let's be honest.
Thank
Let's
you,
be
Chris.
honest. I it's all for the fans. Quite
Katie, are
honestly.
you going to do a Brittany Murphy on air?
No,
Oh.
but that's bad. It's that jacket
girl.
that's right there, the one bending over on live, by the way.
Kyle's shaking his cakes again.
Oh, tell Kyle nice ass.
Kyle, shake it for the audience.
I can't twerk.
He says he
Oh.
can't.
And then I just want to remind everybody, this is also the bitch with the headset. It's the one that was like, I date a fat person. Did you see your husband in the background? My ass.
He actually
You wish
put
it was
on a
your
lot
ass.
of weight.
Oh, there you go. There's even more proof. She ain't dating no fatty. I'm just
Now,
saying.
Katie,
He got a
Katie.
fat ass. Yeah.
we do have something. We do have something to share because
I'm not
it is
happy about this, so let's just
It
see it.
is-
Just roll
it
the
is-
punches.
Oh,
brilliant.
God.
It is
Oh.
brilliant, and like unexpectedly so. We put it on. We put it on TikTok, and it's actually gone really, really well. People love you. I think you got to start a new career, babe. Are you
Oh,
ready?
no, what are you doing?
Katie.
No,
No,
This-
I'm gonna
Katie.
be
you
really,
fully.
I'm gonna be
This-
really unhappy about this, aren't
Katie, I don't
No.
think
I'm
you
gonna be
should be
so-
because
I? I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
think you
so
should be.
unhappy.
Listen,
Because I think you
I
and
didn't
Dakota
see
need
it.
to TikTok. I need to like hook up and do like a TikTok sitcom.
I didn't see this for days, Katie, and I just want you to know
I'm
that I thought it was the greatest thing I have ever seen.
I'm
and
so
you-
just okay. Quit the bullshit and show me.
Here we go.
Funny.
Can you guys hear me? Hello? Oh, hey guys. You're in luck because today we've got a special holiday treat for you. Uncensored Horror celebrates St. Patty's Day with our recap and review of 1993's Leprechaun. Will those fools find a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, or will they find a cruel end at the hands of a malevolent leprechaun? Tune in later tonight and find out. Hey, guys. Are you there? I can't get this thing working. It's terrible.
Hi, guys.
Finally.
It's terrible. It's bad. I mean, it's bad, but I thought you guys dug up something bad.
Because we put you.
Hi, Kay.
Have you?
I thought
Katie,
you
have
dug
you-
up something bad.
No, no.
Okay,
Have
let me
you-
explain myself here.
Have you
Okay,
seen
so
the
the-
chick? Have you seen the chick?
Jeffrey, we killed Jeffrey.
We killed Jeffrey. This was Jeffrey for a good 15 minutes last week. Have you seen this?
Every time
That's because I put up for reference. Have you seen the chick that did the butter shop ad for Pride Month? Okay.
I have not.
Welcome to Cecily's Butter Shop.
Listen, I'll explain this to you guys.
All right,
The
just
last-
explain it to us, folks.
The last time that I did the promo for Uncensored Horror, I felt like I was just going, so I wrote myself a little script. So I wrote myself a
Oh,
little
you
script.
can tell.
I know you
That's
can tell.
amazing. Katie, I want you to do all the promos from now on.
No,
Please, dear
No.
God, that was the
No.
greatest fucking
My
thing
favorite-
I have
look,
ever
no.
seen.
My favorite
you
part
killed
was
me.
when you ran out of breath at the end.
I didn't run out of breath. I was going to say 9. I didn't run out of breath. I actually was going to say 9 p.m. And we had viewers from all over the place. So I was like,
All right. This was Jeffrey.
Mean
for
Girl.
a solid 20 minutes after the show last week.
listen, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad.
See, that's what I told you. It's not that bad.
I thought you guys dug up something from the past. I was nervous.
No.
I was
Next
very
safe
nervous.
mistake.
Look at
Yeah, that's
Angela.
next week.
Yeah, we need to talk to Angelique Bates because she don't know what's going on. Look, she's like, what is happening in this?
Angela, you cannot tell me that that's not the greatest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life.
No, you know what she's gonna say? She's gonna say that is the most white girl shit I've ever seen. Right?
I'm just like, what happened?
Okay, next time I'll wing it, guys. I was just trying.
No, Katie,
No.
I want
No.
you to do that over and over. That just, oh, Katie, that
Seriously, Katie,
that
and
hard.
like
Mm-mm.
you could do that on like an all that skit. Seriously.
Katie,
And
that
she
was
needs-
amazing.
Do you know who
It
else
was
she
not-
could? Do you know
Nope.
who she could be next to?
Hey,
Do you know
guess
who she
what?
could be next to?
Now you just lost
This
your
person.
uncensored horror
Listen,
promos.
Listen, Katrina even loved it. Like, I mean,
Katrina
Katie,
hates me.
no, she
Oh.
doesn't. You are our L7. You are the new Karen Ashley.
And you have
no.
this.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
I don't even know if that's a compliment or not anymore.
Oh, God.
It's just fun.
My
Anyway,
whole
Angelique,
stomach hurts.
how are you? we got
I'm fine, how are you
segued. How are you, babe?
I'm doing great. How's life?
Well, we've all had a bit of a chuckle now, so I hope everyone's feeling a little bit looser and better.
I am feeling a lot loose. It might be the smooth tea that I drank, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling you.
Oh, what? Loose what now? What are we talking about?
Exactly. I'm like, right. Everyone was like, yeah. I'm like, no, not that. Yeah, the other weeks.
Loosey goosey.
I got you, Angelique. I got you.
Chris says you are the queen of promo, Katie.
Nah,
God,
that was my last. That was my last promo.
it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
And
Going
how
out
is
with a bang.
Jeffrey
Going
Emmett?
out with a bang.
Oh God! I mean, besides that piece
Well, he's
of
not
joy,
dead.
I mean, that was just the most amazing thing ever. So I had a crazy. It really was the best thing ever. I can't even think about it because I'm just.
You
gonna
should thank Katie. You should thank her.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
start
Katie.
losing it again. Katie, that was amazing. Thank you for making my whole night last Thursday when I finally saw that.
Listen,
Um,
I live to be the subject of your mocking.
Katie, I
truly
wasn't
love it.
mocking you, Katie. I thought it was ingenious, and I
No.
thought anybody that didn't see the genius in it really
Yeah.
just doesn't get humor.
Okay.
Because Katie, you got to think about this. I do not laugh out loud very often, right? Something has to be truly, truly like funny to me for me to like crack up, and that just to me like that is it, right? Like that is fucking ingenious to me. Like, and I know that wasn't like your plan, but it was flawless to me. Like flawless.
Just don't believe you.
I love
Just
it.
don't believe you.
Okay,
Katie, it
so
was
listen,
amazing.
My weekend.
I don't
My
think
weekend
that
was
was mean-spirited, Katie.
No. Look, if it was me, why would I make them play the video on air? You know what I mean? Well, because I am a bitch like that. Never mind. I would.
Yeah.
But either way, I wouldn't want you to do the promos if I was, if it was embarrassing.
No worries, I'm not doing them no more.
Oh, this is so dramatic. Okay, so this weekend,
Your weekend.
I went and met some old friends. I don't know if you've heard of them or not, but they were pink and yellow, in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Karen Ashley and Catherine Sutherland. We went down to Northwest Arkansas Comic-Con. I took the children, and it was a little embarrassing because Karen's like, "Oh, do you guys, would you like something?" And Gabe was like the kid at the orphanage going for the last piece of bread and snatched one of the power coins off the table that are like $60 a pop. Like, wasn't playing. Like, he wasn't trying to get the autograph photo. He was like, whoom. I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, Gabe, you don't snatch things off somebody's table like this. She's like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm like, that's $60. So I'm pulling out my credit card, because that's a lot of money. And I'm like, well, y'all can get one. Like, it's fine. And she wouldn't let me pay for them. So sweet of her.
Oh, she gives your kids the power of morphine.
Yeah. So,
That's
and they had like,
sweet.
they had the people dressed up as like the Ninja Turtles from the costumes from the 90s because the original
nice.
April O'Neil was there. Judith, I don't want to butcher her last name. So, yeah, she was there. And then Sunday I went back. I left the kids home and I went back, and the girls and I went to go see the Batman, and I got to meet Judith. I gave them all some hand sanitizer. It was a great catch up. And yeah,
Always
so it was,
working. This bitch is always hustling. Look at him.
Yeah. I brought them the homemade hand sanitizer with my own private label, of course.
Can you
Judith was
send
like,
some to
"Oh,
Katie? She needs some for a black lung.
Yeah, you can't inject that shit.
only if she'll start doing the promos."
No matter what the former president of the United States says, you cannot inject hand sanitizer. Okay.
Please stop trying to kill me.
Do you want to? Do you want to go, Katie? You can go. You don't have to stay.
Hey guys, can you stop trying to kill me? Hello?
Yeah. No, that was too much conviction. Too much conviction. I live. Anyway, I'm glad that everyone's here and sort of alive because we got a lot to talk about this week. So, sort of alive. Well, Katie's hanging in there. Katie's hanging there. She's got her Wing Commander helmet on. She's ready to go. She's going to blast us through this week.
Hot load of hot topics.
Oh dear. Oh look, she's off. We've lost her.
So funny.
It's very 90s. We're having a bit of a 90s resurgence moment this week because, not just because the fabulous Angelique Bates is here, but because, guys, they cancelled Maury.
Did they cancel him or is he
Cancelled
retiring?
Maury.
How are people going to find out who their dads are now?
I have a fun fact.
It is officially cancelled. Yes, Katie.
I applied to work for the Maury Show.
Oh God, you would have fit in right there.
I applied to work at the Maury Show to wear one of these headsets and be a producer.
Oh.
It didn't work out.
Oh,
clearly.
could you imagine if Katie was the announcer? You are the father.
Guys, did you find the pot of gold? You might be the
But Maury's like classic daytime TV, right?
I thought he retired. I must have.
He has not retired. He's in syndication.
83 years old.
He is 105, right?
Close
83. 83, and but it's like there's a whole slew of people losing their jobs in daytime TV anyway. So
Well, who misses all those old talk shows though, like Ricky
this
Lake?
is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say. So they're getting rid of their new kids. They're getting rid of Nick Cannon. He's gone. They're replacing him with Sherry Shepherd. Yeah,
No, that's
Sherry Shepherd.
no, that's Wendy.
Oh, that's Wendy Williams.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
sorry,
right.
they're replacing Nick Cannon with Jennifer Hudson.
He's on a conservatorship.
Well,
Yeah.
that's better.
But
That's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. I'm sorry.
Wendy's
that's an upgrade.
gone. Wendy's gone.
Wendy's trying to make
So,
a comeback.
Do we see the return of like Jenny Jones? Or
Sally
I
Jane.
really want like that
That-
kind of.
So,
I love
Ricky
like
Lake.
Donahue,
Ricky
Sally Jesse.
Lake.
So
Yes.
this happens to be an area of expertise for me. I used to work at a TV studio. There are
Ooh.
shut up, Jeffrey.
Podcast.
I didn't do the promos there. I did not do the promos there.
Well, she might have written them down. She didn't read them.
I ran the promos,
You
but I
can
did
tell,
not record
Katie.
them. I did not record. Listen, Chris, I'm gonna find you, bitch. I'm gonna find you. Anyways, so the TV station that shan't be named, there were plenty of those TV shows. So we had Maury, we had Jerry Springer still running, we had Jeremy Scott. What else was there? There was some other guy. I mean, these were like all solid back to back to back to back to back. It was just all trashy TV. I could not believe that there were so many of these shows. And I
Dakota
gotta tell
looks
you,
like she's on the show now. Look at her.
look at her.
She's
Frozen.
Um,
Frozen mid-reveal.
But if I had to pick my favorite, it was definitely going to be Steve Wilkos. The man had passion.
And this
Yes,
is what I
he
want to
is.
do. I want to go through. Jeffrey, favorite daytime talk show host. Go.
Oh, it's Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie. Yeah. Brooke, favorite daytime TV host.
Brooke.
Jerry.
Angelique, favorite daytime
Oprah. I
TV
was
host.
like,
Oh,
Oprah.
yeah.
Oprah. Luke.
Oh God. Jerry has to be Jerry.
Katie, you've already told us yours.
Steve Wilkos.
Vera, favorite
Oprah.
daytime TV show. Oprah.
Oprah by a mile.
Dakota, favorite daytime TV show talk show.
Is
host.
Ellen? I don't know.
Yeah.
Ellen.
I don't
Ellen.
know. She's funny.
Oh, don't get Jeffrey going. Jeffrey nearly got us
I have
cancelled last
two.
time. The D
Although-
word.
I have
Although-
two.
Kelly Clarkson's starting to get to
I
that
have
top spot. She's
Oprah for like high class emotional things
Yeah.
and celebrities, and I'm going back 90s. Lisa Gibbons used to be so amazing.
Wow.
She had the batshit craziest. Like I profiled serial killers. My mum's a transvestite vampire. It's like, what's going on? I don't understand, but I live for it. It was
Joan
gold.
Rivers and Vicki Lawrence were also, their shows were good too.
Oh, Joan.
Oh, I like Joan.
God.
Can we
hear-
talk?
I did like Joan.
I hear no one mentioning Jenny Jones here.
Or
Well,
how about
so-
Sally
someone-
Jesse Raphael?
I thought
Oh,
someone
fuck
did.
her.
I
Fuck her
always
and her
thought Sally
glasses.
was boring. I thought Sally was boring.
Sally. No,
I
I
said
was
that.
against. I was
And
anti
someone got murdered off the Jenny Jones show. We shouldn't be talking about it. We should
Oh,
be talking
really?
about it. Yeah.
What,
Damn.
Vera? You know him?
The all-time favorite was the one where the guy hit Rivera with the chair.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I
Geraldo.
Oh, what about
remember
what's his name? What about what's his name?
Geraldo.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like,
Ooh.
what about this guy?
that. What about Montel?
Oh,
Montel.
Montel was
Oh,
good.
Montel.
Yeah.
Heck, I forgot about Montel.
Yes.
Didn't
I was
Magic Johnson
obsessed.
have a talk show for a while too?
They probably all did.
I think they got it.
Don't
Do
remember.
you guys remember the segment on Maury?
He
Where
did. He did.
you guys know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Maury had a segment on his show where he would have well, there's no real nice way to say this. There's no PC way to say this.
Oh gosh, you won't be able to say it.
Oh, she's gonna
Say it.
implode.
You had to guess whether it was a man or a woman. Let's just put it that
Oh,
way.
that's a
Yeah.
man, Maury. That's a man.
Oh, that segment. I remember that.
Yeah, it's
That's a
aged
damn
bad now, but at the time we were living for it. Come
Well,
on,
guys,
guys.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? We could have a weekend show. We could do Who's Your
was-
Baby Daddy? I'm saying
Your
it could
Baby
be a
Daddy?
new
He was ahead of
weekend
his
show.
time.
So we're staying in the 90s, guys. Madeleine Albright died. I don't know if anyone
This is very
cares. but
sad.
Madeleine
I
Albright
This is
died.
very sad.
Fabulous brooch.
Yeah, right. She was living
She
for
was
those shoulder
150,
pads.
but she was a trailblazer.
She
She was
was
living
84.
for those shoulder pads.
They're all
That was just
150.
the shoulder pad.
Well,
moment.
actually, Steve, she's not living.
Well, she was living. That's what I said. She was living for that moment. Shortly after, however.
Oh, God.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too
Too
soon.
soon.
Too soon. She hasn't
Oh, dear.
she isn't even pickled yet, and you're
We
making me feel-
Not
we
pickle.
have to mention it because we did mention it on the social media, but
on the social media. So are you 150?
on the social media.
Are you
we-
having a
wait, no.
stroke? Spit it out, bitch.
I am. Sorry.
He was on
We're
the
going,
twatter.
we're going back to familiar hunting grounds for Angelique Bates. We've got some Nickelodeon talk. So
Oh, for
they cancelled Clarissa.
I'm canceling Nick. Fuck this.
People were very outraged about it. Apparently, well, not apparently. Back in 2018, however long ago that was. Remember when life was
Normal.
Yeah.
easier? Yeah, they were talking about relaunching a reboot of Clarissa Explains It All with her as a mother. They the 90s con's been going on at the moment, so everyone and their dog are doing promo for everything. And she revealed that they got as far as having contracts and everything drawn up, and then there was a new head of programming at Nickelodeon that came along and just went, nah, not interested. So
I am outraged because I
that
want to
could
see
explain a
Sam.
lot that's going on over there.
I want to see Sam.
Wow.
That could explain a lot.
Do you remember
that's
that
going on
guy? Do you remember her name
Yeah.
was Sam? I gotta see what he looks like now.
Yeah,
He was-
Luke had a
He's
bit of a
hot.
crush on Sam.
That's interesting.
Angelique, did you
Right.
ever get to meet him? Did you ever get to meet the actress?
No, only Clarissa though.
That's all right.
Which is
That's
really
all
What
right.
was she like?
What's
Dick.
yeah, come on. We want to
Her character
inquiring
name.
minds want to know what was Sabrina like.
I'm like, I'm calling her character name and everything. I know she's awesome. She was her and her mom. They were great. It was always good times, and I loved her on Sabrina. Like that was my show. Like
That was
it's
my
funny.
jam, too.
What I was doing earlier, we were doing like a contest, and that was some of the shows that were being mentioned, and I was like, oh, Sabrina all day. Like, yeah, but it was kind of cool because it's like those were like close buddies of mine. But it's funny how we were all part of like the childhood nostalgia era. We wasn't nostalgia
Right.
back then, but we were like we were the squad. But these were like
you guys,
the
but
homies.
you guys are back in vogue now too. Everyone's like, "Where is everyone? I want to know what's going on with them. I must know."
Wait, did you say we were in Vogue? Look, I was like, wait,
you're in
what?
Vogue.
I know. I was like, Vogue.
You cannot say Vogue.
I did not get that call. Look at
You cannot say Vogue to a panel of gay men. They're all going to start doing
Well,
that.
I was going to be like, and Vogue.
Dakota, you're the baby of the cast, darling. Do you even know who any of these fucking people are?
Who? I keep freezing.
do you know who Melissa Joan Hart is? Do you know what a Clarissa
Yes, I
is?
grew up watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm 28.
How old
I'm
are you?
not that young. I
28.
froze again.
What?
Right.
See, you got to
No, you
remember,
didn't
Clarissa was
freeze. You're
before
fine.
us. So Sabrina was after. So
Yeah.
a lot of people are from the Sabrina era.
I'm your era, Angelique, but I'm with you, girl.
Like, I sound all prehistoric. I'm like, you know,
You're not prehistoric.
All right, which is
You are
weird because
classic, baby.
they literally announced a couple of hours ago that they are going with a third season of the reboot of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I'm so
So there's
excited for
another
this.
season coming on.
That was my show.
See, I reckon this is my theory, and again, I have these ideas and I put them out into the universe, and sometimes they come true. What they should do is get former Nick stars, and put them in episodes. So you get that retro feel, but with a new story, and people will come back and see it.
Yo, I would love to be on that
You
show.
and
just
Katrina
like-
could be in an episode together. That'd be amazing.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I used to play the PC game. Remember when they just had the games on the PC?
Yes.
We never got it here. I'm heartbroken because it was my jam, that show.
I remember it. It was awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
Steve and I were talking about it this weekend because Grayson is actually rewatching the original series, and he asked Steve if he'd come watch it with him when Steve comes visit, because he didn't believe he was real for a second.
I'm not a real person.
We're all the people in the computer, apparently.
All the people on the computer are just going to come over and hang out, and he's so excited. You're going to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Jeffrey, you didn't watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I feel old as fuck with Vera. I guess we
are
just
old
got
as
powdered eggs.
Vera was watching the Twilight Zone.
I was watching Dallas and Dynasty. I wasn't watching Are You Afraid of the Dark, okay?
All right, I'll tell you what everyone was watching.
That was my
Everyone was
show.
watching the damn Addams Family, and
I'm so
Christina-
excited for this.
Christina
I did watch that.
Ricci is joining the cast of Netflix's Wednesday.
Mark my
So
words, she's not going to be a big character. She's going to like.
No, she is. No,
Okay.
because she is taking over a role from someone else from the 90s, Thora Birch, who has left the show while it was in production.
She's not going to be Morticia, so...
No, she's not. She's
So-
going... I'm pretty sure she's going to be...
I'm trying to think.
She's got something
Cousin
to do
It.
with both. No, she's a new character that is integral to the plot, apparently. So I think she might have been like trying to shtuck Gomez and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting. But Netflix later this year, Catherine Zeta-Jones is Morticia. So
that's good.
Jenna
That's good.
Jenna
So
Ortega from Scream is
Louis
is
Guzman
the new
is
Wednesday.
not
That's a-
sexy as fuck
Take her high.
Gomez.
All right. I'm
We
mad
had
about
this-
this.
we had-
I'm mad about this only. Are we
Sorry.
okay?
Yeah, we're just we're giving.
Yeah, I was
Dakota
just doing
some
bird
love.
signals to Dakota because I know those birds are interrupting her phone signal.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
they knocked my freaking ring light over and it hit me.
Oh, shit. They're trying to kill
they're
you like the
inside?
birds, girl.
Oh my.
I told
They're
her.
inside?
Yeah.
Pigeons, girl, pigeons. This bitch got pigeons.
Pigeons.
Oh, you just wait.
Oh, I
thought
gotta
we
catch
had
up on this.
I know this.
Right.
You
I'm like,
check
I
out
thought we had
TikTok.
this-
Yeah, I got to catch up on this. You have pigeons.
Yes,
Right.
in the house. Pigeons
Okay,
in the house. Pigeons in the house.
Okay, she's
Oh.
frozen. So I'll go back to my original rant. So I'm mad about this only because if she's filming Addams Family, what the fuck is she doing on Yellow Jackets? Get back to
she'll be
work.
back. She's busy. She got a movie coming out and everything. She's back.
I'm all bummed about the Luis Guzman casting. He is not Raul Julia.
Wait, what?
Raul Julia is not Raul
Luis
Julia anymore
Guzman
either.
was supposed to be. Oh, well, not now, but he's.
Time out. What?
Yeah, he's
Luis
not
Guzman,
sexy.
You know who he is.
No,
He's
I
cast-
know who he is. So why are you casting?
Jeffrey's dead.
Somebody else cast it. I didn't cast it.
Why did you cast this Netflix show, Vera? We're very upset with you.
Let me.
Are-
No
are-
one called.
All right, guys.
Okay,
You know
so
who
let's
else?
move on because the bitch is bored.
Yeah. Do you know who else is very upset? The world is very upset with Kylie Jenner because she doesn't know the name of her baby. Now, I'm really sorry, but
Are we ever going to be done talking
this
about
dumb bitch.
Kardashians?
No, this dumb bitch. Like, who announces their baby's name goes, I don't want it anymore.
Well,
and then just goes,
Well, at least they kept the baby.
The baby don't care. The baby don't know. The baby's just happy not to have gills anymore. He's around, like the baby's chilling. But you can't just. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right. As a parent, Angelique Bates.
Yes.
You don't name your child and go on a Wednesday and go, by the Friday, I don't think it really represents him. Do you? Do you?
Not necessarily. I mean, I do my name research before I actually,
right.
go
this
and
is
name
something
a
you
child.
think about while you're pregnant, and you go,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Woof.
Woof.
Hey, woof.
Yeah.
Woof.
It's very strange, but it's Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner.
It
so who
happens.
knows?
People change their baby names.
All
I
right,
changed my dog's name once.
Did you change? Have you changed your baby name?
Not after they have exited my vagina, but I've changed their name a few times prior
Did you
to
change
that.
the bed sheets?
No, we're still sleeping on them. They're still good. They're still good. Anyways,
look, I changed my kids' names. They were all named quite normal things, and now they're all you, dickhead. That one.
Listen, when you get more than one child, at this point, you just start screaming out names, and someone shows up. Like I can't get a name straight anymore. I'm yelling at Kyle, and I'm calling him Grayson. I'm yelling at Grayson, calling him Arlo.
Would you change your children's names, Jeffrey Emmett?
He's not interested.
Well, I had the option to do that actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When I adopted them, and no, because no.
That's weird, right?
I just ask my kids what their name is when I forget. I'd be like, what's your name?
It happens. It happens. Like, who the fuck are you?
Like, I can't remember their name on a normal day. You think I'm going to change their names halfway into this? No.
Dakota, you would have a unique name for your, like, when you were born. Were your parents like, no, her name's Cheryl? And then you're like, I'm Dakota.
I fucking hope not.
Hey, that's my mom's name.
All my siblings. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah, you're
here. Still here.
I froze, didn't I?
No.
Nope, you're still
You're
here.
there, girl.
Oh, now you froze.
But then
now
she
you're
did.
frozen.
She's like psychically frozen.
Changed my name.
At least it
I was
froze
about
like
to
on a
come to you,
semi-flat.
Vera.
There she is.
I quit.
My mom changed my name.
So what
Your
was
mom
your
changed
name?
your name?
My real name, my birth name, my legal name on all my licenses and certificates is Elvira
Revelations.
Rose.
Oh, wait, say it again.
Again?
Elvira Rose.
Oh, I love it.
I love.
Ooh, one more time.
Mom changed it to Vera because she didn't want me to be made fun of. Like you couldn't have thought of something else.
Either.
I
let's
love it
be
with
honest.
the rule.
Let's be honest. We have to talk about Luke.
Why? I know exactly why.
Because you
We're
named,
talking about his hair?
you named your child quite a unique name.
I did. I named my child Buffy. And some people might think that maybe I should have changed it. And some people think that it's actually that her name's Elizabeth and that I've just nicknamed her Buffy because it is the nickname for Elizabeth. But no, that is actually her name on her birth certificate. Yeah, it is.
According
When
to
little
who?
kid, according to the Queen Mum's nickname was Buffy as well. So when little kids would say Elizabeth, Buffy. Yeah,
Okay, well,
that's
I
how
don't
it come
know
about.
about what goes on over there, but in America, I've never heard anybody calling Elizabeth Buffy.
Well,
Buffy
that's because
because
it's an
Buffy
English
from
name.
April Fool's Day.
My mother's name is Libby, and everyone thinks her name is Elizabeth because Libby is the nickname.
Yeah, it's a
that we use
nickname
over
for
here.
Elizabeth as well. Yeah.
But
There
if
you go.
Buffy all right, so if Buffy came to you at 16 and went, I want to be called Rhonda.
Why the fuck?
Do you
Rhonda?
go?
First off, he better
Do
check
you?
her ass into a mental hospital.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just picking some shit, yo.
I don't know.
I'm just waiting for some of our viewers to come on, like, fuck you, love Rhonda.
See,
Look,
I
a lot of
agree.
people
I agree with
adopt
Christopher.
names as
Don't
well.
change her name.
USA up all night with Ron.
No, I would never change her name. But if she wanted to be called something else, like, look, my brother's name is Ian, but he's been called Ike since forever, and that's just his name is Ike. We all call him Ike. But his birth name is Ian. So if people want to adopt nicknames, I don't care. Go for gold.
I feel like I'm in trouble when people call me Steven. It's just one letter, but if someone goes Steven, I'm like, oh God, I'm in trouble. I'm always Steve.
See, like I used to always hate being called Lukey as a kid. It just irritated me. But now as an adult, I don't care. But
Lukey.
What do people call Dakota for short? What they call you, Coda?
Big
Coda?
bitch. No, I'm just kidding. No, some people call me Coda. One sister calls me D. My dad calls me Coco. I don't know.
Oh, that's cute though.
Angelique, what do you get as a shortening of Angelique? Or does everyone have to go Angelique?
This bitch. No.
I know one.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
Well, I know what Katrina calls me, skinny bitch. Yeah.
No, she calls you Leaky.
She calls me Leaky, but she calls me skinny bitch too.
Yes.
So many people call me that too. Awkward.
I know.
That's so hard when you're on the show together. It's so confusing for everyone. All right, I have to mention it because it's in the news. Jeffrey's going to roll his entire face off his head. Kanye West has been uninvited from the Grammys.
Can we please stop giving this man airtime?
I think
the headphone bitch got something to say now.
The spiral is just so interesting. But the reason that the Grammys have given uninvited him to performance is inappropriate internet behavior and social media. Is it really the Grammys' place to decide what is appropriate behavior?
Probably not.
They do.
But they
Look
don't want
at
to
Vera's face. She's
but
like,
they don't want to give him a platform. They don't want him to, because he's unpredictable.
But they've given him a huge platform by not inviting him.
Look at Angelique's
I mean, you're going to give him a platform no matter what. But my guess is that they don't want to give him a platform on the stage to just go off on some big harassment rant against
Hope
Kim
Taylor Swift's
Kardashian.
not there again.
Oh, jeez. Well, she's there probably.
Hey, Swift.
Angelique, what you got to say?
Come on, girl.
I see it.
You've always got a good take. No, you've always got a good take on the Kanye drama, so we want to hear it.
Oh, that's so funny. I feel like they really could have cared less who it was. I mean, because when he sat there and did what he did to Taylor, nobody really cared. I feel like certain people. I feel like a couple somebodies made a couple calls and helped that. Their hand went a little bit further than Kanye's hand. So
are you saying the Kardashians made the call?
Between the Kardashians or Pete, because people underestimate
Pete's pretty
him.
well liked, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, he's pretty well liked. So it was nothing. It probably really could have been on Pete's side, because Pete has been quiet. Even, like I said, everybody has been doing their own thing, but they've been a little bit smarter about how they do it. So Pete has been the quiet guy. He's been the shy guy. He's the victim. That's the role that they've been playing. So Pete has a lot of people that have been coming to his rescue. And it's like, oh, let's protect Pete and, Kardashian or whoever. I think that's really what it was. A call was made.
Kardashian, whoever. I love it. Which version of the Kardashian?
Whatever one. Well, even Trevor Noah said counsel him, not cancel him.
Can I ask Dakota?
Yes.
While you are lucid and with us, unlike the dog behind you who is crashed out. Look at it.
He was licking his balls earlier.
Because I have balls.
Oh, well, her vagina, whatever.
The white thing that's a dog?
Given that your platform is social media and you're the social media girl, do you think that uninviting him from the Grammys is any it's not going to stop his social media behavior, and it's only giving him more attention, right?
Yeah, he's just crazy.
And more fuel.
He's insane. Like, he's beyond help. Like, I can't stand him.
I feel like he's an evil genius, though. I think he knows exactly what he's doing the entire time.
I'm really disappointed because that My Dark, Beautiful, Twisted Fantasy, I'm probably saying the name wrong. That was probably the greatest album.
Good album.
Ever. ever. I played that album for like 2 years straight. Probably going to play it tomorrow because I just started talking about it. But I'm just so disappointed at how he was just doing so well and just.
Well, and that's the thing. You can appreciate people's art without having to really love that person. You can love their art. Like, a lot of people say the same about like Joss Whedon, things like that. Sometimes people can be a bit messed up or a bit of a dick, and you can still really appreciate the brilliance of their creativity.
That's a whole conversation, right? You talk about Kevin Spacey, R. Kelly.
We are going to have that conversation on Uncensored Horror coming very soon.
This is going to set Katie right the hell off.
Interesting conversation, because what do you do with it? Like, I ain't throwing out my remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Like, I'm still, every time that shit plays, I'm getting down. I don't care who he pissed on. I am gonna dance to that shit.
Jeffrey,
like it's the last day.
I have a similar feeling, because every time I hear that bump and grind intro, I'm just like,
yeah.
I want to go.
And I don't care who Michael Jackson did or did not touch. When Billie Jean come on, my fat ass is moving.
But do you guys think cancel culture really should cancel out people's art? Like, do you think it's something that should happen?
Bigger conversation.
Does anyone feel it should?
Bigger conversation.
Separate things.
I don't agree with cancel culture. I mean,
I don't agree with it either.
I need to move on to something that no one agrees on, and it's going to fire some people up.
Let's do this.
With my life, you're right.
God damn it.
So, trans athlete. Katie's ready. Look at her. She's like, oh, thank God Vera's here today. Leah Thomas is in the news for breaking records at the US collegiate swimming competitions. Whether you agree or disagree about trans athletes in sport, there's been some very interesting conversations either side of it. The governor, of course, who we have spoken about recently, has decided that the state does not recognize her win, and has declared the runner-up to be the winner. So I don't know where he gets his official swimming credentials from, but whatever. He just hates everything that isn't white,
is
straight,
an asshole.
And white and straight, But interestingly, okay, the Independent did some research on just how fair this whole, her racing with females is. So first of all, we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. First of all, she has to meet a certain level of certain testosterone / estrogen level to even compete in the female thing. So take that as you will. The studies have shown that she is actually swimming below record times for women in her category, and even below men in the category that she used to compete in. So she is technically a better athlete now because of she's obviously working harder and training harder, but she's still she
might also have some mental health.
Yeah. There is no scientific genetic reasoning that she is winning against these people. So, who wants to go first?
Nobody was bitching when she was coming in last.
Exactly.
She did come in last, plenty.
Thank you, Vera.
And she would only, compared to the other collegiate results, she doesn't even rank third.
I think but she was a very average swimmer as a male, right?
Exactly, and she's a very average swimmer.
And do we see? And guys, how often do we see female to male trans people competing in sport?
No, that's not the point. The point is she's not a better athlete because she's transitioned to a female. The biggest argument is it's not fair that she's transitioning to a female and competing against females. Well, she technically is a female now.
She won.
Shouldn't that really kind of be up to the other female swimmers? Like, what do they think?
The other female swimmers don't care.
Well, then why does anybody give a fuck? Like,
She got
Exactly.
blown. I can't remember the top swimmer's name right now, but she got blown. The woman we're talking about right now, she got blown out of the water by this Katie something. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, it's in the article. Yeah.
Yeah, got blown out of the water. I mean, like,
Katie
Yeah,
Ledecky.
no-
yes,
The
thank
Olympian.
you. Yeah,
Katie
blown
Ledecky.
out of the water. Just
I
beat her
think it
by a lot.
does bring an interesting conversation up, which I thought in itself was interesting, that I have seen mostly men bring this up on Facebook or social
Shocking.
media. Yeah, it's been men, not all of them white, but that it's not fair to the feminist movement on behalf of women that now this is happening. And I'm like, I really haven't seen a woman say a damn thing about it.
I'm going to say this
I've
once.
seen plenty.
I'm going to
I
say
have
this
to.
once, and I'm going to say it once only. Your feminism isn't feminism unless it's inclusive. Unless you're including trans women, that's not fucking feminism.
I don't
Nope,
know that a
nope.
lot of feminists
I
are
don't-
going to agree with that.
J.K. Rowling can suck my dick. That's how I feel about it.
I got to pull my granny perspective out here. The point of feminism is inclusion. It's to let us have a seat at the table.
Right there,
It's
right
to
there.
let
Oh,
people
that way.
be
There we go.
that where they are. So come on. We have to make room for everyone. Trans women are welcome in the feminist movement. It's
Yep.
about inclusion.
Mm-hmm. Trans women are women. Mhm.
But why does a man's, and this is just me, why does a man's point of view on feminism
Don't give a
even
shit.
carry weight in?
But look, I think we're conflating issues here too. You're conflating a lot of issues here.
Not really, because the issue is
But yeah.
that people don't like the fact that she used to be a male and she's competing against female swimmers who, frankly, obviously
There
aren't
are
that great. That's the ones
There
that she
are-
competed against.
And she's also getting beat
differences.
by.
But she's not that great. That's the thing.
I'm saying
The
she's
idea
not
of
that
the-
great.
She's a mediocre
She's,
swimmer.
But
she's
isn't
getting
the
beat
idea?
Day.
The idea of a competition is that the best person on the day wins,
right.
right?
I'm saying
And
the
even a
funny.
mediocre swimmer can have a great day.
Right.
Right.
But the funny
You
thing
know?
is, like, the whole point of their argument is, oh, she has an advantage over biological women. Biological women are beating her, hands down.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
kicking her ass.
On a regular basis, they're
On
beating
a
her. This
very
just happened to be
regular basis.
essentially a fluke.
This particular day, it's like the first time Jesse Owens, and I know 1946 Olympics, none of you people care. The first time Jesse
Vera
Owens
was 21.
Dakota.
Yes.
The first time Jesse Owens won a race, all the white people were like, "Oh, he's black, he has an advantage. Oh, he can't compete against white people. Oh, it's the same thing. It just get over yourselves.
All right,
white
I'm gonna
men
put
have
this
been
in. I'm gonna put this
protecting
in
their
a
penis
different.
for way too many years.
I'm gonna put this in a different reference. Angelique. So you are a former child star, right? Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
she's
So if
still
you
a
went-
star.
If you went to an audition, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking for people. Do you have an advantage because of your former career with Nickelodeon? If it was a completely open call
a
audition,
horrible
and you
analogy.
decided to show up
It really is.
because of her past, that doesn't mean she's not, A, better or B, worse than someone else that walks into the room
In Hollywood,
on the day.
in Hollywood, because I am from all that, I have a higher advantage.
Exactly, but does that necessarily
Oh,
reflect
that didn't-
talent?
Didn't support
doesn't
your
reflect-
angle here, did it?
Right, trying to flip. It doesn't take away from my talent, but it may take away from everybody else's talent.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, if Betty Jo Splunkett, who is an amazing actress and is going to go on to win an Oscar in 5 years, comes up against you, and it's down to you two, is it necessarily a fair competition because you've had previous experience and you've had previous this, that, and the other? I know it's not a straight metaphor, but it's. Do you know what I mean? I'm just having a conversation. I'm trying to change the conversation a little bit for people that are like, "Oh, trans. I don't want to be."
You're
called
trying,
trans
but it's
stuff."
not landing.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
just,
it's
and I don't think anyone's taking away. This is my argument all the time. No one's taking away from the humanity of a trans person for not agreeing with them competing in these different categories. I just don't see why it means that suddenly you don't accept that they are still a woman and to be treated socially. It's just goes down to, is there an advantage or not? And I think if there was completely no advantages or disadvantages across the board, we would see a lot more female to male trans people competing on these high levels, and it's just not happening.
Well, why do you think that is?
You're not seeing anyone compete because they're not
Maybe they're
letting
smaller.
them. They're not letting them.
There's a lot of female to male weightlifters, I've noticed.
There's a ton of trans athletes, but they're not allowed to compete.
Yeah, female.
Because of this backward ass views.
All right, backward ass views. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good segue. Good segue. Here we go. We're gonna go in Dakota's realm of knowledge and like life experience.
So we're talking about pigeons.
TikToker Colleen Lee donated her kidney to her dying boyfriend. Only 7 months later, he broke up with her. Obviously kept the kidney.
He
cheated on her, broke up with her, and then cut her out of all social media and everything.
Took that kidney and
First of all, how angry would
Get it.
you be? And my question for everyone on the panel, I'll let you go first, Brooke. What is the worst worst? Yeah, what's the worst thing that an ex has taken from you in the breakup? Brooke, go.
I'm ready for this.
I just want to say, if he actually did this to me, let me tell you, motherfucker would wake up in an ice bath because I would take that fucking thing. Let me tell you. He would wake up in a bathtub of ice because no way would I let him keep that.
Just take both, bitch.
Come on. All right.
Fuck him.
Give me your worst.
Oh, my worst. Look, you know what? I don't really have any bad blood with any of my exes. Don't hate me for that. But I think, there's one and he's not worth mentioning. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Dakota, she's one of the TikTok. So
you're a TikToker.
You're a bit notorious for some breakup stories. So come on.
Nothing.
Hit a girl
I
up.
don't know. My ex, the only thing I care about is he took my fucking youth. Like, I wasted 6 years on this motherfucker, thinking that this was my end game. But now I'm 28, alone and mentally unwell. So
wait,
fuck
did
me.
you just say he took my youth? I'm 28 and
Body
alone.
count?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, Dakota. You are still young.
I was with him from 19 to 25. So like literally, I took my best years.
Girl, your best years are ahead of you.
You still got
He
best
took
years.
he took your prime hoe years.
You
That's
got
why.
He took the good years. He took the fun years.
And
Fuck
that's
him.
why
Oh,
that,
stop
I'm
it,
with
you.
and that's why that bitch came home to an empty apartment and me gone.
Yeah, girl.
Yes, bitch.
And now she's got pigeons.
Yeah.
You got pigeons. But your best years are ahead of you, honey. You're not even 30. You're okay.
Vera,
Don't listen
come
to
on,
her.
tell us, give us some stories.
I
Vera.
hate to say this because it doesn't put me in a good. I always walked out with more than I went in with.
Good.
Oh, Vera, the black widow.
What did you take, girl? What did you take? Look at Angelique.
Yes.
What is
I
this?
got carpentry work done. I got electrical work done. I got my car fixed. I got shit done.
All right, Luke, what about you?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Like, look, I've
You
just
left with a
dated.
stump.
Everyone I've dated is a dickhead. So, like, what's the worst thing I've lost? A house, furniture, cars. Like,
A stump.
fuck. I don't know. Maybe just my dignity.
Oh, he stole mine.
Katie,
stole mine.
McCarthy, go.
He stole mine. My dignity. I was in the middle of the street begging and crying for him to
I
come
thought
back.
you were going to say
He
your
also took my
hymen.
dignity.
Oh, God.
No, that ex is all right. No, that ex is okay. I'm not mad at him. And that thing
I
wasn't
gave
worth
that
much
up
anyway.
willingly.
I
Yes,
need,
it's not
I need
his
the
fault.
information of why Angelique is stroking a unicorn.
Yeah, I need to know this too.
Did you go Lorena Bobbitt on someone? Take their horn?
Yeah.
Let's hear the story.
Oh no! Look, no, I did nothing like that. No. Oh dear, you would ask me that today after the day today.
It just
Right.
happens every time you're on the show. It just happens to sync up with your life.
He's
I'm
a
sorry.
shiesty bitch.
Doesn't it? Okay,
He's
so
shiesty.
the more corny
nice,
thing is took my trust, but
All
then
right.
also took my vagina's body count because he became a body count, an unnecessary one.
You know, he's just a mark on the wall now. You're like, scrub that one out. You're not sure. You can't turn back time. You're like, whatever.
Bump the wall for no reason.
Jeff, you're pretty have been in the past pretty outspoken about.
Well, Steve, what about you?
I'm going last.
Wait, Jeff's happiness left.
Oh, someone's being nice to Luke.
Oh no, he looks really sad now, Jeff. I'm just being a dick.
I'm reading the comment.
Reading Jordan's.
Oh, what did it say? Wait.
Jeff can't
I'm
do
sorry.
two things at once. Give him a break.
Are you using a filter?
No, I'm not. Why?
He's naturally
Jordan
hazy.
said you're beautiful.
Jeffrey, please answer the question.
That was nice, Jordan.
Jordan, let's go out.
No comment? That's okay. So my ex, my skin crawled just then. Excuse me. It only shifted out of my body. I got very lucky. I got very, very lucky because we were at the point where I was.
Did you bottom once, Steve?
Shut up. More than once, but anyway.
After Mexican.
Not after Mexican. Not after Popeye's fried chicken. Not after
Oh my god!
Wait, Christopher's comment. Read it. Yes.
My last girlfriend said my heterosexuality.
Look, Chris. But yeah, no, I was at the point where I was going to the bank to sit down and look at home loans and all that kind of thing. So it happened just in time that it didn't get to that, I'm in huge financial debt problem. It just took away my faith in any kind of romantic relationship. I'm like, you're all dead to me. You're all dead to me. I don't believe in romance. It's dead. Might as well kill us all.
There does come
Anyway.
a time when it's hard to believe.
Right?
Well, look, I've been single for so long now that I don't
Luke,
know if I could.
Shut the fuck up. We're not playing this game. We're not playing this game. I will win.
Well, I know you're winning, but
Why? Because you live at home with mom
No.
What?
and you're almost 40? You win? Is that it?
No. We're not being nasty for no reason. But
I'm not being nasty for no reason. I'm just stating facts because you're talking about you win. Don't fucking look up at me, bitch. I look down at you. You fucking said some foul shit to me, so I'm just passing it on to this bitch.
Whoa.
Anyway.
exercise this
That
bitch.
fucking escalated quickly.
I was merely going to say that I've been single for like 11 years, so that's okay.
I don't even know who I'm defending anymore, but it's not.
That's
nice.
okay. We're moving on to your events because she's back this week. You ready to go, V?
I am.
Oh, here we go. It's Veer events time. I don't know where the sound's gone.
Yeah, you fucked it.
I don't know where the sound's gone. V. You used to have sound, but whatever.
Hilarious.
Used to be.
My mum's internet must be bad. Here you go. Go to Vera.
Oh,
He said my
kids.
mom's
Today's
internet.
been a hell of a week on Capitol Hill. I know that my Aussie friends might not want to hear American politics anymore, but I can't shut up about it. This week, we underwent the preliminary hearings for Ketanji Brown Jackson, who is poised to be the first Black woman on the Supreme Court. And guess who's not happy about it? White Republican men, all this tiny dick energy spilling out all over the place all over again. But there's a couple things I want to talk about. First and foremost, both Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz were ramming this woman hard about a sentencing she did while she was on the appellate court. The case was U.S. versus Hawkins. It was an 18-year-old boy who grew up in a Christian house where they didn't say gay. And when he realized he was gay, he was trying to figure shit out. So he went to the best place to figure shit out, the internet, and downloaded some porn. And then he shared it because he didn't understand what he was seeing. Lo and behold, it was teenagers and underage teenagers that he shared, and he got hit for a child pornography rap. An 18-year-old who was trying to figure his shit out. Now, the prosecutor recommended a sentence, the police recommended a sentence, and she went with their recommendations. She showed some compassion, and this child, this 18-year-old boy who couldn't say gay in his house, only got a 3-month sentence. So Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz were ramming her and ramming her. How can you be soft on pornography? How can you be soft on pornography? These fucking bastards never once took a stance against Kavanaugh when Brett Kavanaugh had 2 credible reports of rape that they would not vote to let the FBI investigate. He was good enough to be a judge, but this woman who was compassionate to this young gay man was being soft on pornography. You fucking hypocrite assholes. But the second part of this week that's got my blood boiling is that they kept referencing case law. And I know I'm the only fucking nerd who follows case law, but you need to pay attention to the fucking cases that they were referencing. The cases that they were referencing besides U.S. versus Hawkins were Griswold versus Connecticut. And this specific case, why are you pointing, Jeffrey?
He's muted.
Huh? This specific case, Griswold versus Connecticut, was the case that gave married couples the right to make decisions about birth control. Before this case was heard in the Supreme Court, states were allowed to outlaw birth control, even within the bounds of marriage. So now the Republican right-wing nut jobs who are pandering to their QAnon base with the child porn shit and pandering to their right-wing base with birth control shit, and also going after Roe v. Wade, which they've been doing wide open, are going after birth control. Not just whether you have a religious right to not have your employer pay for it, but whether you have a right to even fucking have it. The other case that came up was Obergefell, and I'm bastardizing that name, I know I am, versus Hawkins. And that one is the case that said the right to gay marriage. Now, they've been attacking trans people, but the right to Roe v. Wade is the right to female autonomy. Reproductive freedom within the bounds of marriage or without is a personal matter that should not be legislated by anyone. And it should be up to the person and their doctor or their spouse. This is bullshit. This is the right-wing nut job agenda. And they are ramming it down our throats in this courtroom or in this hearing. It's not even a trial. It's not a courtroom. We need to pay attention. We need to know what they're talking about. They are talking about women's rights, reproductive rights, trans rights, gay and lesbian rights, the right to marry, the right to pick your spouse, the basic fundamentals of our Constitution, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So we got to pay attention, people. We really need to pay attention.
There we go. I don't know why everyone's muted. Something's gone a bit funky.
I always mute myself.
I muted myself because I was, and then I'm like, oh my God, are we on screen? Like I thought I was going crazy because she was like cut off.
On screen for a minute.
Something happened. But anyway.
I always mute myself when she's talking. Just
nice work, V. As
that was a beautiful rant. I was just
gorgeous, gorgeous.
Vera for president. Vera for president.
Got my vote. Campaign manager.
All right, guys, we've made it to the end of another episode of UCR Live. Thank you for joining us.
Look at Angelique looking like she's about to go run the dash.
Please make sure that you are following us on all the social medias. You know, make sure that you got, you know, your Twitter, your TikTok, your YouTube. You got everything.
And follow Angelique Bates and Angelique Bates. And follow Dakota at Dakota.
What?
Follow Dakota at.
What's your socials, baby?
Dakota with 3 A's 94. That's on
94,
TikTok.
baby.
Coco 3794 is Instagram.
We got to put those up there. Oh,
We will.
Oh, yes, good, Christopher. You're good, Christopher. We're on Reddit, people. Go join our Reddit group, Uncensored Radio on Reddit. Damn it.
We will add that.
Right.
We will
Make
add
sure
it.
you,
Damn it! Damn it!
tune in on Monday. Tune in on Monday for how we ended up this way and shit. You know?
Is that the name of the show? Do we
I
have it
don't
like
know.
down now?
I don't know.
The rest of us have social media, but no one cares. So let's go home. Bye, kids. Have a great
I have
week.
to tell it. Jesse Owens was the 1976 Olympics. I was wrong.
Okay, so Vera was 15. Also, don't forget that Dakota has a show coming up very, very soon, so keep your eyes open for that. Bye, kids.